welcome back to my channel. If today is your first time here, welcome. I would like for you to join my family, so make sure to hit that subscribe button because I would love for you not to miss any of the things that I have on this channel. Today's video is going to be a fun one because I'm going to be taking you through my pantry. I'm going to be giving you a pantry tour. My pantry is right behind me here. I love the look of my pantry at this moment, and I like how simple it is and also how organized it is because I love organizing things, and I can't wait to share with you what it looks like. But before I start, I want to share with you some tips on pantry organization. The first thing I want to share with you is that you always want to organize your pantry based on your own needs. Always remember that you want to create something that's functional for you, not just an Instagram or a Facebook or a YouTube type of pantry. Make sure that the pantry you're creating is a style you like and is also functional for you. So the second tip I'd like to share is try to make sure that you group your items as you organize and also label your items. I personally like to use labels that you can always write and erase so that you can use it in the future for something different. So let's say you have a storage box that is for pasta, and then in the future you want to use it for something else, then you can just take your label and then erase it and put something new. So that's always good to have labels that you can reuse. So the third tip is to look for storage on different platforms like Facebook Marketplace, Amazon, Walmart, Home Goods, the dollar store, and IKEA as well, because I know that IKEA has some really good storage items. We have only one IKEA in Minnesota, and I am not driving 45 minutes just to go to IKEA. So I always try to get my storage around as I shop. The next thing is, when you're shopping for things for your pantry, only buy what you need. Do not just buy things because you see them on sale or because you think that it would be cool. Buy things that you need and make sure that what you're buying is not the same thing that you already have plenty of in your pantry, so that you're not repeating the same item and losing money on the items that are expiring because you have not been using them. So buy what you need. Another tip would be to buy your items based on your pockets. What I mean is, don't just go and splurge and buy a bunch of storage for your pantry all at once. You can buy them as you go. You can buy some cheap storages and you can buy some that are a little bit expensive. You don't need to buy all of them expensive at the same time. Now, if you have the money to do so, thumbs up to you. But personally, I am still in the process of organizing my pantry. So some of the items that I have actually are a little bit on the cheaper side, and some are a little bit on the higher side, and some I have not even put in any storage yet because I have not yet bought those storages. So I am actually buying my storage as I need them. I did not go and just buy a bunch of storage for my items. The last thing that I want to share with you, which is the most important thing, is do what makes you happy. Yes, I said that. I will say it 2 more times. Do what makes you happy. Make sure you do what makes you happy. We're going back to the beginning. Do not buy things just because you see someone else is doing it, or because you see the Instagram picture and it looks so fancy and you just want to buy all at the same time. Do what makes you happy. Now, if you want to splurge and spend money, go ahead and do it. But do what makes you happy. As I go through the pantry, I'm also going to let you know that there are certain items that I don't have in the pantry because I have them in the kitchen, so that every time I'm cooking I can just reach out. Like, let's say I want salt, I can just reach out and get the salt. Like the everyday spices, I just kind of like keep them in the kitchen, and then I have the big bottles in the pantry so I can just refill anytime I need to. That's all the tips I have for you regarding pantry. So let's get started. Make sure to hit that like button because you're gonna love a lot of things I have here. So let's get going. So the goal for me is to have this whole pantry in a clear storage type of thing, as well as the till. I'm gonna get rid of these white in the future. So but for now, this is what I have. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of like work you through what I have here. So of course, on my first shelf here, I have my cereals all here. And if you're African, you know what Gary is. You can't. Shout out for all my Africans, and if you are African and you're watching this video, make sure to comment below your country flag because I would like to know what countries are watching my videos. So I have Gary here, and I have my pasta. And then at the corner in here, I have my ethnic food and some extra ethnic food. And on this side, I have my peanut butter in here. I have the extra condiments So these are all my spices like oregano, paprika, chili, cumin, all of those spices. Here I have all my oils. Now all these white containers, so these 3 as well as the other 2 that I have there are from the dollar store. Yes, the dollar store has some good stuff. Like, don't sleep on the dollar store. Don't sleep on the dollar store. So make sure you check out your dollar store. Some dollar stores might have some of these things, maybe they might not. If you live in a city where your dollar store doesn't actually have good stuff, try to go to a nearby city. You might find really good things. And then on my second shelf here, I have some extra baking things, and I have some type of like pasta. I have fusilli here and cilantoni here. Now these are the type of items that I know for sure are always going to be in these storages, so therefore that's why I actually have the name. But if you see things like the cereal, I have just cereal because I can put any type of cereals here because I don't always buy the same type of cereals. That's why I was talking about those labels that you can always write and take it out. Here my sugar, spices here. This is actually soya spices, African soya spices, so it's kind of like kebab spices. And I have some sea salt here, walnuts, just some extra, some little walnuts. Now my wheat flour here, powdered sugar, peanuts. I love peanuts. I eat peanuts almost every other day, like literally I eat peanuts every day. Brown sugar, and then I also have some roasted peanuts in shell. So this one you actually kind of like take it out of the shell. I also have here my dry shrimp, and then at the corner in here I have some extra miscellaneous stuff, and then I also have at the back I have some dry vegetables from Africa as well. All the way here I have vitamins and supplements. I also have more vitamins and supplements here as well as just some extra baking stuff. And I have in here my baking stuff. Here is where we have our breakfast, so that will be Nescafe, Nutella, and some hot cocoa. And then in the back here I have some coffee bean and also blended coffee that were given to me. We don't drink coffee, but I do use the coffee when I cook, so just to kind of like refresh the house and just make it smell fresh and just something like different and not just food like. I just boil some coffee and you would not even know. And then I have some croutons here that's just extra. Like I said earlier, I'm still in the process of redecorating and rearranging some of these things, so some of those might not even have a place. And then I have my green tea and my black tea here. I mostly drink green tea. If someone comes over and they want to drink black tea, here it is, they can have that. Or if they want to drink coffee, I can give it to them. My snacks here, so I have some shelled bread, Oreos, biscotti, because I love biscotti. Like, how can you not like biscotti? You probably have heard me say this many times. I love biscotti. I have more snacks here for the kids, so that would be just like fruit snacks for the kids. And I have some home fragrances here. I love the fresh smell when I walk into the house. Here I have miscellaneous. So this basket takes anything that doesn't make sense to me, that I don't want to like, that I don't buy constantly, and I don't want to like create just space for it. I have like my honey here. I have apple cider vinegar that I have not opened because I don't know what to use it for yet. I don't like the taste of apple cider vinegar. I have some rice vinegar here. This is mostly where I put a lot of like my vinegars, like red wine vinegars, white wine vinegar, balsamic vinegar. In the back there I have my box of very strong African spices sealed, because if you're African you know how strong our spices can smell. And when I put it in this box, it's not going anywhere. This was actually like a cookie box. When I open this, you can literally smell the spices. It smells good, but you don't want your house to smell like this all the time. So yeah, it smells like It smells like African spices, you know. I also have this basket that has it says protein powders, but we don't use too much of the protein. So I have cocoa and macao. Remember how I said not to sleep on dollar store? I got these labels from the dollar store and they're so good. Like literally, these are sold at Michael's way more expensive. This is a pack of 4 for $1. So before I forget, let me tell you where I got things from these first 3 shelves. So these were from Walmart. I got these from the dollar store. I got these from the dollar store. All these clear containers, I got it from Walmart. These are the ones I actually had to spend a little bit more money on them. I like the fact that all you have to do is just, and then you just seal it just like that. Love these, they're so cute. So I got here Walmart, dollar store, and Target so far. So down here I have all my beans here, red beans, white beans, black beans, they're all here. And then here I also have some extra foods. So I have like popcorn, some couscous, some biscuits, some African peanut straight from Cameroon, and I have my bread right here. These 3 are all snacks. So I have popcorn and chips here, popcorn and chips, and I have popcorn and chips. That's always how I do those 3. So for the bottom, I have my air fryer right there. I have a basket where I put my potatoes or yam. Here I have my egusi, not blended, so I have to blend this when I use it. I have the rice, of course, and then I have my oils. So the peanut oil is the oil that I use to cook every day, and then the soybean oil is what I use when I want to fry things like plantain, sweet potatoes, and things like that. And then at the corner I have some cleaning supplies and more African spices that are in like containers. Click the like button if you notice that fire extinguisher. This is very helpful. Make sure you have a fire extinguisher. You do not want to burn the place down. I almost burned my kitchen while I was frying, so make sure you grab one of these. I just wanted to make sure I don't forget to show you my labels. I got this from Amazon and I'm gonna link below if you want to know. It comes with like a chalk pen right here, and it has different shapes. You have like the rectangle, you have one that is kind of like a butterfly, you have this shape. So I mentioned earlier that I have some ingredients that I have in my kitchen, and these are those ingredients. So I have my tomatoes here. Obviously I have the tomato paste and the diced tomato, and then my cooking oil that I just refill as I cook, and some of that coffee, my red pepper flakes, and on the back I have white pepper, as well as this lazy Susan. This is where I kind of like hide spices that I use every time I'm cooking, so I just make sure that I have them right next to my stove and I can just grab them as I need them. Other things that I keep in my kitchen are my plantains and onions. I actually want to find a way to incorporate these into my pantry. I just line them up here with my onions, and then I have my big bowls here. So that's the plan. The plan is to transfer this into my pantry and use this space for like my pots, because at this moment I'm using a different space for my pot. Thank you for hanging out with me today. If you made it this far in the video, I am grateful and thankful for you. I hope that this video inspired and motivated you to organize your space. Make sure to hit that thumb up, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, bye.